1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
When a powerful athlete, Brent, like LeBron James steamrolls his way to the rim, it's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have? Just as big an effect.
A couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
We've got Dwayne Dedman, Holiday out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He had 46 points, and he did not miss a whole lot from the field. The basket must have seemed pretty big. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Wells, he's checked in for the great one. Here's Dunn. Now the feed to Wells. Good on the triple. Wells has got his first 3 points of the game.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Davis setting the pick for Grant. It's Davis on the wing. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those floor blocks. No, 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 not today. And I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Dunn misses. Pelicans leading by 14. Davis, the pass to Grant. Outside, Davis, screened by Grant. With the fadeaway. And it's Davis missing.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
58 seconds left in the first half. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now, here's Grant. Davis up top. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
That free throw good from Gay.
And Gay, just so difficult to guard. Skilled with his ability to shoot it and still explosive at attacking the rim.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Channing Frye's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Lawson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. The Bulls also changing it up. T.J. Warren comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Chris Dunn. Gay hits them both.
And when you watch Rudy Gay out there on the court, you see just why he's always been a solid scorer in our league. I mean, any situation, any type of offense, he can find a way to get points, and really one of the more underrated players we have in our league.
Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. The second half just about to get going here. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
So for Chicago right now, Mirotic out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Dunn. Then there's the great one. And it's Felicio in at the 5 down low.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Here's Huffman. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bulls trail by 10. The great one passes to Gay. Here's the great one. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Right now, Brent, so much ball movement is perimeter based, but as defenses have adjusted, do you think we'll see more offense run through the post again like we did before?
I think what we're seeing, Kevin, is that post-up play is being redefined by more guards, more guys who draw attention down there on the block. And that's the way these shifts are happening. The offense right now in today's NBA is so far ahead of what defensive concepts have taught you for years that the post-up game, it'll be a few years before we get back to dynamic post-play.
I find that comment you just made fascinating, that it's that much advanced over the defense now.
Yeah, because think about it, Kevin. For years and years, you've had coaching staffs and film guys talking to you about the basic qualities of a defense, and that is rim runs for the big, getting back into the paint, and building your defense out. You do that today, you're at a disadvantage on most every possession.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. I guess I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Bulls.
And no doubt they relied upon that 3-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Bulls trail by 10. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. The Great Ones got 7 points here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
From deep. Pelicans keep it alive. Dedmon's shot is off.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. That one is off. And he sinks the second. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Davis sets a screen. The wide open look here for Holiday. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's 9 points for Drew Holiday. Bulls trail by 10. Done with it. Passes to the Great One. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 9. Dedmon kicks to Davis. Here's Huffman. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Now here's Dunn. He's tightly guarded. Here's the Great One. Lays it up and banks it in. The Great One's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question. Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Drew Holiday is 6'4", maybe Brent closer to 6'5" in shoes. Huge for the point guard position.
Well, that size helps him out a lot defensively, especially when he uses his hands as well as he does. You know, most of the point guards in the league, Kevin, are good defensively at tipping passes and predicting plays. Drew Holiday has all of the physical sets to be a more dominant defender at that position.
And so here is New Orleans. After the miss from the Great One, back to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Dunn kicks to Gay. Pass to Mirotic. Back to Gay. Releases. Pelicans with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Chicago with the ball, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Here's the Great One. He's got 25. Looking to end the run. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, New Orleans, 6 games out.
And I think for New Orleans, they've fallen all too quickly down to that spot at the bottom of the standings. If any team needed a bright start, it was them.
Yeah, with the quality of a lot of teams they're now staring up at, it's going to be difficult for them to bounce back from this kind of start and make a huge climb up the standings.
Now, here's Warren. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Lawson sets a screen for Grant. Clock at 6. Poke loose. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Grant's got 5. Now Wells, looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Lopez a screen. Here's Warren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Right, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else on?
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here, Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun. He's off on the second. Pelicans leading by 13. Lawson outside. Feeds it to Grant. The 3. New Orleans getting another chance here. Lawson kicks to Vonleh. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Dishes it to Lawson. Another shot. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
.130 left in the third quarter of the game. Lopez a screen. Wells kicks to Warren. Shoots a 3. Kept alive. Markkanen, the layup off target.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here's Vonleh. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Beautiful job by Vonleh to draw the foul. Goes to one of the moves he's been working on, catching the defender out of position.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good.
A much improved free throw shooter from when he first came into the league. Vonleh is that big you'd prefer not to send to the line.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And Valentine gets it to go on the assist by Markkanen.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Vonleh dishes to Lawson. There's the screen. Shoots over Wells. And the shot falls short this time.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Here's Lawson. After the made shot from Shammy Wells. Lawson the pass to Ajinça. Wells with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Wells has got 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Lawson. 15 points in the game. Vonleh with it. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job. Let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Vonleh is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Grant. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Lawson in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Wells. The pass to Portis. And stolen by Frye. Vonleh with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Now here's Vonleh. T right on him. Good work there as it goes. Vonleh's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans. Wells kicks to Portis. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Wells. Shot clock at 5. The fadeaway. Drills it from outside.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now, here's Ajinça. Lawson kicks to Vonleh. New Orleans moving it around. Good on the shot.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by New Orleans. Wells. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Some changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. Iritic comes in for Portis. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Valentine. New Orleans leading by 10. And stolen by Dunn. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Warren dishes to Wells. Up top, Warren. Over Huffman. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Here's Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Dedmon. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line. Mirotic grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 10. Wells kicks to Warren. He feeds it to Mirotic. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And now it's only a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And stolen by Dunn. Now here's Wells. Defense right on him. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here is Mirotic. There's a screen. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Huffman. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 9 assists now tonight. Dunn passes to Felicio. Kicks it to Wells. To the wing right side. And again, no good by Chicago.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Huffman, he's covered by Warren. From 11 feet away, the shot comes out, and the Bulls going the other way now. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Here's Dedmon following the basket by T.J. Warren. There's the dish to Davis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Felicio's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Warren dishes to Dunn. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Offensive rebound. Davis. No good with the layup. Bulls trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Warren with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Here's the screen. Shoots off the screen, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Outside Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Warren, good.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And Holiday kicks to Dedmon. Back to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. That one falls. 22 points for him.
Enjoyed that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Warren on the wing. Takes the 13-footer. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Wells. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Dinwiddie passes to Dedmon. He kicks it to Davis. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, when Davis can get that kind of position down low, those kinds of looks are pretty much golden.
The feed to Warren. Over Huffman. And the shot by Warren, no good. Pelicans leading by 6. Outside, Davis. Dinwiddie.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. One two one two one two. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay. Come on, boy. Be strong. Be strong. You motherfucker. Cocksucker. There you go, McNugget. The 5. I got 27 points, 5, 2. Yeah, you see where they hit the boy? Damn near stuck his forearm on my damn thumb. You better dunk that, boy. Come on, Felicio. You little ignorant son of a... He's a... Yeah, make both shots, too. Thank God. Get your ass. Well, sweating like crazy. I might do a bucket of water on this. This shit's so real. Okay, nice ain't gonna be off the chain. Time for the sunflower season, y'all. Yeah. I'll dab you too. Mark. Yeah, asshole. Oh.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
There we go. Reduce all the glass. Doing all I can do, baby.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need. You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking. Outside Holiday. Pass to Davis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's a 6-point ball game. And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he
One game over with.
time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
I lost due to the cocksucker.
They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds
No.
left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys? And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul make things interesting.
Definitely. Everything has to happen perfectly just to give them a chance.
Okay.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan player of the game. And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin.
Yeah, I let a lot of shots go. You dig? You don't need to see his highlights. He's garbage. Come on now. Come on now. No, going to the ball. Give me the ball, nigga. Come on.
Here's the great one. Guarded by
You gotta take care of business for you chumps.
on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
First throw. Bang, and it's good.
Throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
Back control. Bang, and it's good.
And that one goes in.
Everybody get back, man.
So it's the Pelicans now. 17 points was their biggest margin. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Who's he? Damn. That's done or something. Get the fuck out of here. Spend did it with D.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 6. 15 seconds.